I'm Eric Paul Johnson,
And I'm Eric Winsenson.
and we got a few comments about a few past episodes. This first one is for Tears in Your Life.
Okay, so G. Brewer says, somehow your playback makes everything sound so great except Indian Queen. Just hearing Tears in Your Life made me dig out my flashback box set and give it another couple of listens. I do not hate it, which is an improvement.
Good. We're selling E.L.O. People are digging onto it again. And, okay, now we got comments about Love Changes All. That's what it is. MJ wrote, thinking about a certain album cover. Is EPJ Roy Wood in monochrome, or am I just talking boulders again? Oh, he means, put those on. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'd, if I could afford sunglasses, this is what I'd get. Because, prescription, which makes things a whole lot more expensive. And I envy people who can just go into a store and just, oh, these sunglasses are great, and walk out with them.
I know my prescription sunglasses that I often forget to put on when I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
That sit in the car. Yeah, they were, I think, no, I'm gonna buy one, get one thing with my regular glasses, so they weren't as expensive. They were still about 100 some dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And they
did
kind
have,
of look a little bit like those, but just not with all the yellow and everything.
well, I had glasses like this in the 80s. They're not there, but it looks like I'm actually touching them. That's
Yeah.
cool. Um, and I also had a pair. It was a buy one get one. I had these frames and late '80s through most of the '90s, and they did come with sunglasses. But the problem is my eyesight changed. So if I wear those old glasses, things look weird. So
Yeah. I used to be able to wear contacts. So I had a pair of sunglasses that looked like that. Unfortunately, they fell back. If anybody's familiar with a with an old Volkswagen Beetle, the uh, battery is under the back seat. And at the time, because of a previous fire in the vehicle, I didn't have a back seat in there yet. So, which I liked because people didn't ask me for rides.
oh, that's
So,
yeah.
but my glasses fell and shorted out the battery. Almost caused another fire in there because
Hmm.
that's what caused the original fire before I bought the vehicle.
Well, I am
But
overdue for new glasses. I think these ones are coming up on 10, 9 years old, and I would like to get glasses with these imaginary frames.
yeah,
Ooh.
current ones look not too far from that. I forget. They're out in the car, like I said, but these, yeah, and the other thing that the my driving glasses don't have, which makes it very much of a pain when I actually have to walk anywhere with them,
Mhm.
or when I have to look because I wear them if I'm out photographing. So to look at the screen on the camera is a problem because these glasses have a little thing in them, even though you can't really see it. And it's because I'm getting older, called bifocals.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When I got these back in 2011, um, they said, yeah, I think you're going to need bifocals. Would you like bifocals?" And I got to take this away. And I just thought to myself, "Oh, I don't want bifocals. Bifocals are for old people. You know what? I'll just do this, or look over my glasses, and that actually becomes annoying." So
Yeah. That's what happened is I got tired of every time. Ah.
yeah, yeah.
I had to read anything.
Well, hopefully this year I can get some new glasses and see an eye doctor, and I will get the cool hippie round frames like this.
Yeah, they do make them. Yeah, which reminds me, it's eye doctor time for me again too.
Yeah. So, anyway, Back to comments about love changes all.
Except eyesight. Well, actually, kind of does with eyesight too. That's why
Mm-hmm.
my wife is actually stuck with me. Mark Jealous says the noise at the end of the Kenny Everett radio version of this song
Oh,
is,
Indian Queen, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
is a rather quaint 70s UK idiom called a raspberry. There was a serial featured in the British show The Two Ronnies, known as the Phantom Raspberry Blower of Old London Town. It probably explains everything.
Well, they call them raspberries here too. So
Yeah.
it's a universal expression. There we go. Or farting sounds.
And now the thing makes me think we should have cloned the best president that we've had in my lifetime, so we could have two Ronnies.
G. Brewer, back to Love Changes All, please. I have loved this song from the first time I heard it. It hit me too that way.
And then I would join Jeff's New World Order.
Who said that?
That's Nicole Davison.
That's right. Yes. And it's fitting that you should read that because you made a mistake in that episode and called a new world record a new world order. And
I think I remember that.
yeah, and then quickly corrected yourself. Yeah. Yeah. Suddenly we had Jeff and Camo in a militia somewhere in Montana.
Jeff is part of the Illuminati, you know.
He can't be if you out him. Mike Hudson. Yes, Mike Hudson. I like the song. It's probably better than anything on Balance of Power. Yeah, there's no probably about it. Kind of iffy about whether it's better than anything on Zoom. I'll keep my mouth shut. Waiting there when we get into those. But better than some of Zoom for sure. Well, yeah, that much is for sure. It really doesn't sound like anything from a New World record through Xanadu to me. Sounds more like an outtake from Armchair Theater, or the Wilburys maybe. Or more precisely, like something he might have been working on while recording Zoom. Actually, Troy has a point about it sounding like it could have fit on Cloud 9. It's good to hear the strings in choir, and a cool guitar solo. Yeah, I really dig that solo. Now that it's running through my head.
And Corey Gomel says, am I the only one that got a strong Xanadu vibe from this song? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
And then he goes into a Jerry Seinfeld thing. No, no.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, who's Jerry? Okay.
Yeah.
Jerry, no, of course not. People's personal musical preferences are nobody's business but their own.
Unless,
Winky face.
yes. Unless you do a podcast and then your musical preference turns out to be everybody's business.
Yeah. Which, yeah, the winky faces, I had just had to say that because Corey included his little winky there at the end of the, wait a minute. Oh, that didn't come out right.
Well, at least you got his winky out of your mouth at the right part of the
Yeah.
sentence.
Yeah, I don't exactly like that hanging around in there.
Yeah. There.
It's the morning show with Eric and Eric.
And a 50
You just hurt your shoulder with a sound effect.
an almost 52-year-old shoulder. Yeah, no. The one working the sound effect, that shoulder's fine. It's the one that reaching in the wrong direction at the wrong angle, and then it surprises you. Hey, your shoulder hurts because you're old. Yeah, I know. It'll go away.
Don't worry, you're going to join the ranks of Don Imus. No, wait a minute, no.
He's dead, isn't he?
What?
He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, well, his career went before he did.
Well,
that's what happens when you actually do say something really racist.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. I remember that now.
Yeah, you
Boy.
notice I'm not repeating it.
Yeah. Aaron Jansen said a couple things here. One of them is about Xanadu Overture, and then there's something else that he sticks on in here. And he made this comment at our YouTube page, the Electric Light Orchestra podcast channel on YouTube. Go subscribe. We're up to 68 now, so we keep bumping up one every week. So get 1,000, then we
Be a
can start
great number
making.
next week then.
Yeah, so you need 1,000 to start making money. 1,000 subscribers. We're at 68, so at one a
And
week.
next week, Pam will complain about the number of people we have. So one more people will have to join just so we don't get yelled at. Or one more person, I should say, needs to join so we don't get yelled at after that.
Well, two more so that we can skip, so we can go from 68 to 70, and we don't have to
Exactly.
do 69.
Right, and we don't
Oh,
have us giggling.
there we go. Aaron Jansen. If he was fiddling around with Xanadu Overture, which, by the way, this comment, I think I explained that,
Yeah.
came up with this, what else does the man have lurking in the unheard vaults of E.L.O? He said he has a bunch of old demos on tapes. Here's to hoping there's magic on one of them that leads to another E.L.O masterpiece. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of E.L.O masterpieces in there. What he does with those masterpieces, though, in the final recorded version, that kind of decides whether it maintains its masterpiece or it just becomes, oh boy, here we go again with this sound for the last 30 something years. You know.
I don't know. We're supposed to maybe hear a whole bunch of new stuff by the end of the year. So
And
might
I
be
hope,
it may be new old stock. It might be new stuff. Who knows? It might be a whole combination of both. So
and here's what I hope. I hope the ELO trilogy sequence holds up, because this is something I kind of, you know, figured in my head back in 85 or something. They were the three albums of the heavy cello experimental stuff. Then there were the three albums of the much more classical big orchestra stuff, El Dorado, Face the Music, New World Record, which kind of morphed into the more commercial radio friendly stuff from Out of the Blue, Xanadu, and Discovery. Then the synthy stuff from Time, Secret Messages, and Balance of Power. Now he's done three albums of, I would say, stripped down ELO, where it doesn't have the big orchestra and choir, which is actually the stuff that I love. And hopefully he's done with that, so he doesn't have to sound like, is this another outtake from Armchair Theater again? So hopefully he finds a new sound after he's gotten those three out of his system.
yeah. Jeff Lynne's E.L.O. featuring Philip Glass, John Zorn, and Brian Eno.
Just don't go rap, and don't go country. That's where all the rock has-beens go. Country. Don't do it. Fortunately, you.
Oh God, no. Oh God, don't. Country belongs with country artists.
Yeah. What didn't the guy from
Steven
Poison?
Tyler.
Didn't the guy from Poison go country?
Brett Michaels, I think he may have. I know Steven Tyler did a country album.
Yeah. I know David Lee Roth dabbled. Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish, he went full country. Although Hootie and the Blowfish sucked.
It wasn't that far of a reach,
No,
especially with modern country music being
no,
as
it is
pop as it is.
as bland, yeah, as it is. Yeah.
Yep. It
And
just needed Hootie to give a little bit, make it blander.
yes, that's
And Hootie
exactly
and
what it
the
needed.
Blowfish makes everything that much more.
Yeah.
So, Jeff Lynne, please do not do an album with Hootie and the Blowfish.
No.
Darius Rucker, that's what I'm trying to think of. Darius Rucker.
Yeah, no.
Please do not do a duet with Darius Rucker.
Yeah. No.
Let's have a hard time keeping awake during the day as it is.
Yeah. No. Again, we'll put out this call. Do an album with your touring band. They're great. They're exciting. They bring energy to it. Go, get them.
And do new songs, not old ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Aaron, who is not done yet. So,
Nope.
I stopped listening for a little while when you switched between podcasting websites. Now he's talking about the podcast. So, I never heard this episode until the Love Changes All episode prompted my curiosity. I'm amazed that I haven't heard Xanadu Overture before. Although I'm tempted to watch all of the episodes I missed. Yeah, you should. I think I'll save them for when you guys are done doing the podcast. Well, that's still a year away.
Yeah, it's a while or
Yeah.
more, depending on what comes out this year.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, it's been like a good book. Don't want to see it end. Oh, thank you very much. Actually, I'm that's good. I like that. I don't watch too much TV. The programs that I look forward to every week are hockey and your podcast slash Zoomcasts. It's because my weekly ritual. Oh, it's become my weekly ritual. Get off work in the wee hours of Saturday morning and listen to your podcast before calling it a night. Thank you for your dedication. I can't imagine the effort that goes into these week in and week out for as long as you have been doing it. Bravo. Wow, that's great. Thank you. We're part of regular rituals, and people don't want us to see us go. And it's such great, kind words. I'm so glad to hear it. That's wonderful. Oh, thank you. Despite
Now
all
you're
the
gonna isolate
yeah,
yourself for 2 weeks after that sniffle.
yeah, yeah. Despite all the sarcasm, no, I do appreciate. Yeah, I hide the gratefulness behind sarcasm and snottiness. If you want to take a look over, it's all up
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
No, I'm more used to being involved in rituals. So
Well, as we've established many times before, you are a baby eating monster. So
that's true. I need that adrenochrome.
yeah. Um, I think I'm done.
I'm done too. You know what? We really need to get a goodbye thing.
Oh, I was going to ask Madeline to come up here today. She's on
Oh,
spring break, although she's deep into YouTube right now, so I doubt I would have been able to pry her off the couch and away from it. So
yeah. I know that Illinois is on spring break because I talked with a teacher from Illinois the other day, and he was practically blowing a vuvuzela in celebration that he didn't have to deal with a little.
Madeline's teacher is a fantastic person, and I'm not saying that because she's hot. I, last year when they shut down the schools, it was up to us. They would send out, the email. Here's what the kids need to do today. Get them to do this, and it was on us who don't have teaching degrees. I have an entertainment degree, basically media production. So I don't have the training. I don't have the skills to be a teacher. I don't have the patience to be a teacher. So there was a lot of yelling and stomping and throwing tantrums, and it wasn't from Madeline. It was from
I was
me.
about to say this doesn't sound like Madeline. Well, it does,
Um,
but it doesn't sound like it was her doing it at the
yeah.
time.
Um, After the summer break, apparently they did some regooberating on how things are going to be done, and it was like this. They were Zoom classes. The teacher's on the screen, all the kids are there. The teacher is doing the teaching, and I can do whatever I want. I can work on my podcast, go eat, do dishes, go upstairs, watch porn, and pleasure myself. Whatever. She's down there with the teacher. And, most of the time I was on the couch with her just working on my podcast. And the kids would ask these questions, and Madeline would ask questions, and the teacher was just wonderful and patient. And I'm just thinking, these kids are lucky they don't have me for a teacher, because I'd be I'd be like, what kind of dumbass stupid question is that? This isn't hard. This is simple. This is just simple math. So simple even a dimwit like me can do it. Why are you having trouble with this? Do this number. It's the solution. So yeah, Madeline's teacher is a far superior person than I am. So
Yeah. I I have a little bit more teaching experience. Well, I have a decent amount of teaching and training experience.
yeah,
I prefer dealing with adults though.
yeah.
Yeah, adults don't go running back to their mommy after you've caned them.
You know, you bring up you're right, and some of them might come back to you if they're cute enough.
Yeah, but that poses another problem.
I mean, You got to know
I've
how
been
to.
involved in a long-standing workplace relationship for the last year.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
I've been working at home just in case anybody's
yeah.
wondering.
Um. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It'd be easy to convince the wife to, take part in that then, since she is the coworker who
Yeah,
who enjoys getting caned. I don't know really. I don't know what goes on in your world.
that's true.
I think that's probably the place to end it. Maybe those are our last few words. Enjoy caning the wife.